In a bustling city, where the skyline pierced the clouds and the streets thrummed with life, there existed a park bench, a simple, unassuming spot where two men found themselves, each observing the same sunset, but experiencing it through vastly different lenses. The air was thick, with the sweet scent of blooming jasmine, and the warm hues of twilight danced across the sky, casting a golden glow. But while one man hurriedly tapped away on his phone, the other sat still, captivated by the unfolding beauty. The first man was a portrait of success, adorned in a tailored suit that hugged his frame perfectly, an expensive watch glinting on his wrist. He was a free-handed player in the game of life, yet his thoughts were shackled by anxiety. Each ping of his phone sent ripples of urgency through him, as he checked stock prices and replied to emails, his gaze flickering to the sky only once, barely registering the magnificent palette of colors. Across from him sat the second man, his worn clothes draped over a frail frame, a backpack containing all his possessions resting beside him. His face was weathered but soft, illuminated by a serene smile of gratitude. He was a free spirit, unburdened by the weight of financial concerns, deeply immersed in the moment as the sun dipped below the horizon. To him, the vibrant oranges, pinks, and purples were not just colors. They were emotions, experiences, expressions of life itself. In that moment, the man in the suit was the one who seemed truly poor, his wealth rendered meaningless by his obsessive preoccupation with material success. The man with the backpack, however, was rich beyond measure, fully present, his heart open to the world's wonders. This stark contrast highlighted a profound truth. The most valuable aspects of life cannot be bought or sold. As the sun vanished and the stars began to twinkle like distant diamonds in the vast cosmic tapestry, a realization washed over the weary businessman. What had he been chasing? Numbers? Status? He felt a flicker of curiosity begin to replace the anxiety that had clouded his judgment. Perhaps he could learn to dance with money instead of being ensnared by it. Days turned into weeks as he pondered this newfound perspective. He began to see money as a creative medium, a tool for shaping his experiences rather than a measure of his worth. He explored the notion that every financial decision was an act of creation, a vote for the kind of world he wished to live in. And slowly, he began to grasp the notion that wealth is not merely a collection of possessions, but a state of being, an awareness of the abundance that surrounds us. In this journey of self-discovery, he learned to appreciate simple joys, the warmth of sunlight on his skin, the laughter of children playing in the park, the taste of fresh fruit from the market. With each moment, he shifted from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, realizing he was not defined by his bank account, but enriched by the vast experiences life had to offer. Eventually, he returned to the park bench, this time with a sense of purpose. He glanced at the man with the backpack, who continued to watch the world with wonder. They exchanged a smile that spoke volumes, two souls recognizing the shared human experience. The businessman felt lighter, liberated from the chains of fear and anxiety, ready to engage with life's complexities joyfully. And so, the evening air filled with laughter and the scent of jasmine, he leaned back on the bench, contemplating how he could use his unique gifts to make a difference. No longer desperate for approval or money, he became a conscious participant in the great dance of life. With an open heart and a curious mind, he was ready to explore the extraordinary tapestry of existence, an aperture of the universe, experiencing itself through his very being.